Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. In the last episode we came face to face with the one known for being the last Spark Hunter. Although, surprisingly, they have no connection towards Cursa and her army, actually seeing herself as her own supervillain, capable of being possibly stronger than Cursa herself. The thing is, from what we know about this Kanya, is that she is capable of creating her own mutant rabbits, and is able to mutate the DNA of Cursa's dark mess to make them entirely loyal to her and her alone, armed with a super genius intellect and a giant rabbified King Bomb like Supermech. Our path to saving the Melodic Gardens has gotten quickly much more harder in the span of a single encounter with our newest foe. Honestly, with everything we've seen, it's definitely looking like Kanya is definitely going to be a tough opponent. Because when we fought the Proto-King Bomb, we found out that it is capable of completely negating damage as long as, well, it has to hit itself with its own bombs in order to break the shield. So, technically, it's invulnerable if it never attacks via the bombs. But the thing is that's the quirk about the robot that lets us even have a chance. But honestly, with that being said, it's time to follow our new friend Allegra, and hopefully help her find her her friend in need. But a new friend for us, whoever it possibly is. But honestly, further into the Melodic Gardens we go, or further into the jungle, because it's literally a giant jungle more than it is a garden. But, well, the music is what made the garden into a jungle, from what we know. But further in we go. Huh. This place is huge, by the way. For a planet, it's definitely huge, compared to everything else we've seen in other areas. I think it probably is about the length of maybe like 2 planets, which is surprising. But I like that, though. The longer, like a longer chapter for DLC is always good to see, because that's good news for when we get into Raymond, honestly.
The path is flooded. That water completely cuts us off from following Allegra on foot.
Yeah, definitely would. But we do have, what seems to be a little boat. Huh. We've never done anything like that before. That's gonna be interesting.
Unfortunately, the weight-carrying capacity of that boat should be sufficient to ferry us after her. You call that a boat? Where's the wakeboard tower?
We don't usually get Rabbid Peach saying much, but it happens every now and then, but some characters like to stay silent for the most part. I wonder if we had a different character out if Rabbid Peach would have said anything there. But honestly, let's see what's going on here. No one's going anywhere in this labyrinth without a boat, and I don't have my license. Poor dude. Also, cute little frog dudes over there. Well, let's definitely take a nice look around at the map real quick before we do go anywhere, because I'm quite curious how big this area is. There's 2 things over here, though. On the road back to the jungle, level 34, and then Fieldbreaker Hunt. Okay, so this is just finding Fieldbreakers and beating them. Okay, that's simple. We can definitely at least grab it for now, just so we can start on it. Those Fieldbreakers want to silence our song permanently. Can you defeat 3 of them to change their tune? Well, we definitely can. But we'll definitely look for them when we get the chance to. Also, we got a blue little thing here. Also, wait a minute, that's a mural. We haven't seen any of these for this area yet. So this is the story for this area, apparently. This looks to be the first of several artworks depicting some of the history of the Melodic Gardens. Some dawn songs ago, when the moon shone bright, a silver star fell upon the Melodic Gardens. We wondered if it had come to lead us to the lost melody. Lost melody, you say? So somebody came to the Melodic Guardians, obviously, by the fact that that's a spaceship falling down. But a silver, definitely, that it would make sense. Although, who could that possibly be? Who even knows? Just because we have no idea who that could possibly be, honestly. Just from what we know so far. Unless it's this friend in need that we're searching for with the Legra. But, honestly, I guess we'll find out soon. But we do know where to put that little circular spot there. So where does this take us, actually? Oh, just to the middle. And to a fresh new memory. So let's see here. What's hiding in here? Oh, it's for Allegra, actually. Okay, cool. Allegra is a fascinating study, an eco-musician of rare ability. She is perfectly in tune with the natural world. Even her skin's pigmentation adapts to its mood. She wields her biotuner like a baton, somehow bringing a unified vision to the collective sounds of an entire biome. It is her life's calling. It is not difficult to understand why, yet she is still somehow a mystery to me. One I fear I may never solve. But that's cool, though. Her skin's pigmentation adapts to the mood. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for that, honestly. Just because I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool, actually. But now that we got that, we know exactly where we're going next. So let's get on our little boat here and test it out, honestly, because we've never had anything like this. So boat navigation, move forward with the left stick. If you need to accelerate, press the X button, but beware, the faster you go, the less steering precision you'll have. Press B to go in reverse. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. But do we need to keep a good eye out for stuff here? Just because, it looks like the boat is going to be needed to traverse certain areas, it looks like. And also, how would one get to this side? This looks like an area you could probably go into. Or maybe not, actually. Now I see the lines there, it might not be possible. Unless I can try something. Let's turn the boat back around and then go towards our little frog dudes and see if we can go through them. Okay, we can. Okay. That confirms that, at least. So we don't need to make our way over to the right side at all there. Okay, cool. I was a little worried about that because, well, we've never really traversed by boat before, so now we have confirmation about that. And I saw the pipe there, so it made me think that there's possibility of maybe heading that way. But we got ourselves a gate. Huh. Okay, then.
I'm detecting two life forms beyond the skates. One significantly larger than the other.
Oh, that's gotta be Kanya, then. And maybe another one of those bomb-bombs, because we know it was the prototype version of it. So, she's gotta have another one somewhere else. It must be Allegra, and a very large friend. Or, I suppose, Allegra and a very tiny friend. Let's just hope they're unarmed. There are no traditional locks on this door. It definitely seems that way. But what's with the symbols, though?
That tree is Prunius RP Gaius, more commonly known as the Sweeping Tree.
The Sweeping Tree?
It has a symbiotic relationship with musical entities, known as melospheres, eliciting layered frequencies in verse.
Melospheres, you say? Okay. It kind of looks like those little frog guys that we just went past, but those were specifically blue looking. Huh. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for them, I guess. Yes again, please. Try to separate your love of math from music while we're here. I never thought I'd long for the days when we traced around looking for keys. Ah well, let's find the Sweeping Tree and see if we can find out why the melospheres stopped interacting with it. Okay. So we need to find melospheres in the Sweeping Tree, then. But yep, search for the melospheres. We'll definitely keep an eye out By the way, these little flying guys, by the way, over here kind of look like flying axolotls to me. Just because of how the wings are coming out of the gills there. It makes it look like how the little sides of the axolotls are. But, honestly, it looks like we can either go left or we can go right. I'm going to say left is going towards where we need to go for sure, right? Yep, definitely. Okay, so that's where we need to go, but there is still stuff around here. As well as this thing over here, which is definitely going to be a level. But I think first things first is checking out what's going on with the piping over here. Because if we do the side quest stuff while we're doing things, like we did with the previous chapters and stuff like that, like we worked on a couple of the story stuff as well as working on the side quests, it won't be as hard to traverse everything later. So it's better to keep an eye out and make sure we work on this stuff as much as possible. Okay, let's go and check out this puzzle though, just because honestly there's definitely one here. So it looks like we just need to move these pipes. Okay, that seems simple enough. So let's see. Well, it's obvious that we're going to need to open up the piping over there to be able to go in there. So let's definitely open that up first. And then, obviously, we want to push this into place so we can go over there in the first place. So far, it doesn't look too hard of a puzzle. But we don't know exactly what's going on here yet. But with the fact that this pushes over, it should be a very simple puzzle. Just gotta re-push this into place. And then we definitely want to go and grab the one guy real quick and make sure this is on the square, like so. And then we want to definitely go through our pipe again, because we want to re-push this back into place. And then run over here, go and grab our square, and just like that, we're pretty much done with this little puzzle here. It's definitely a little bit involved to it, but it does not look hard at all to solve a puzzle like that. But there we go. Now everything's in place. We need to re-push that over there. And then jump on through with the cannon, which should take us right where that ladder is there. But this is one of those secret areas for getting our little tokens. So it's good that we made our way over here, because that's a easy little puzzle to solve to begin the process of completing everything around this planet in general. But there we go. Not too bad. Two-pipe puzzle. Two-pipe puzzle indeed. But not bad. That was a pretty easy little puzzle. Just took a little bit of movement, but honestly, pretty simple. Pretty simple indeed. Definitely like those when they're like that, where they give you like a little puzzle to solve and kind of like just let you do what you want to do and kind of sit around and look at things and get an idea of what you possibly might want to do with it. But we got Dory's Lake flag. Okay. But we also have a dark mess thing over here, so we should make our way over here for some leveling. On the road back to the jungle. Okay, well, let's make our way on in. Wonder what kind of level we're going to get this time around. Because so far we've had some new things, like the cannons and the breaking boxes to save Rabbids inside them, which ended up being musicians. But we haven't seen major, like, new things yet when it comes to level layouts. This definitely looks interesting, though. Reach area. Okay, we got a Fieldbreaker. I see them. Okay, it looks like we need to get over here where the squasher is. Okay, it's a decently sized map, though. But we do need to go all the way around. There's no cheesing this one. Okay, well, good to know for sure. I do say that I do want... Actually, no, I think Edge would... No, wait. Yeah, Edge is good where they are. I was thinking differently here. But yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Or actually, wait, no, actually there might be a way to do this still. Swap Edge and Rabbid Rosalina's positioning around. Just so Edge is to the right a little bit. because Edge doesn't have extra movement, so we could take the extra small positioning change here to get a little bit extra. But first things first is definitely preparing everybody for the upper area over here. And then figuring out what we want to do. I'm going to say more than likely it would probably be best to make sure everybody's nice and healed, because we're still kind of hurt from the previous fights. We do 602, but how much does our Oozer do? 1004. Okay, so this is just better, so let's send in our little Oozer buddy. And if we want him to go right, but he wants to spawn left, so we'll let him do what he wants to do. As long as he does damage and prepares them to get weakened just a slight bit. Okay, Edge. We gotta figure out where exactly you want to go. It looks like, for the most part, we could probably go, like, right where Rosalina is, and then use that to our benefits. And that's probably what we'll do. Because the longer we can stay in the air, and the faster we can get to the Fieldbreakers before they do anything majorly crazy. There's also a Lone Wolf barrage sitting over here, which I didn't realize before. But I'm going to say immediately go for Unseen, because we don't want to be seen while we're doing this. And I think we should probably do Vamp Dash 2 to make sure we do as much damage as possible. And thankfully, we got our action point back. That's always good, because that'll give us another attack here, as long as we do a decent amount of damage to our little buddies here. Not too bad. Before we do anything else, though, can we possibly do any damage here? It looks like best thing to do, though, is to set Rabbid Peach over here. Because the thing is good old Rabbid Rosalina can jump over. And then all Rabbid Peach needs to do is just move into position. Okay, not too bad. We're definitely going to want to try and get as far as we possibly can, while also being able to jump back if we need to. Okay. What I'm going to probably do is I'm probably going to dash you, more than likely, just to increase it, any kind of damage we need to do. Okay, so how much damage would we do here? 2,667. Okay, that's not too bad. And then that looks like it does more. So we should probably just go for that, is what I'm going to say. So let's definitely go for the big blast here. And then I'm going to make sure to put everyone to sleep afterwards. Just because that's the safest option in the long run here. If we can get a good chunk of everybody's HP on out of here. And the other guy's basically down for the count now, which is also good. So, honestly, I really do like that. That's a pretty good movement. And, I think we can safely move as far as we possibly want, as well. So all we really need to do is just make sure we do the damage. And make sure we hit everybody. So, safest option, make sure we can get the Fieldbreakers down. There we go, nice and good. 2 Fieldbreakers out of the way, too. That's insanely good. And then we'll just put it to sleep our Lone Wolves here, just so they don't get the chance to do much here. And I think that's our turn here. Not too bad. Very good first turn. I didn't even realize there was another Lone Wolf over there. But we are invisible, so it's not much of a problem. We got some Squashers preparing for later. Interesting. Okay, what are you going to do, bud? Hopefully... Okay, that's actually not too bad. I actually don't mind you doing what you just did. Because the less time that they're awake, the better, honestly. Okay, where can we go? We're just out of range. But that doesn't mean that we are out of range. It just means that if I move like right here for Edge, and then team jump off of good old Rabbid Rosalina there, we can possibly get right into range with this guy and completely mess up his villain sight, so he can't go crazy with that. There we go. Gotta love that ability, honestly. Honestly, here, I like doing more damage to you, honestly, because you're in our way. And it might give us a little bit of a free run for a second there. Not too bad. But let's see. It's either we run forward or we don't. I'm going to say probably better to just start preparing to go forward, I think. And leave these guys back here. Because they're going to have to make up for lost time if we do this right. So it's probably better to do that than to wake them up if we can help it. Because they're not going to wake up until our little Oozer buddy wakes them up, so... Or at least one of them, that is. And I think, like, right around... Actually, where Rosalina's staying is actually better, in my opinion. So, that should be pretty good. Then we'll move forward just a slight bit, just to get a nice little movement here. And Edge, is pretty decent where they are right now. Other than that, we should probably go and attack our little squasher here, now that we're in this position. But I think the best thing to do is... Ooh, actually, we might be able to just do it with Rosalina, actually. That's actually smarter. You know what? Let's go for that instead, because then we don't have to worry about the squasher back there. And then Rabbid Peach can hopefully move as far as they possibly could need next turn. So, yeah, that should be perfectly fine. I'll go with that. Because the squasher over here is, oh yeah, purple portals. Oh, they're squashers, though, so it's not the worst possible thing that could be happening over there, honestly. So we can work with that. I think, what we should do here, however, is use, Rabbid Peach to increase our movement. Because Edge can go pretty far, as long as we set this up right. So, hopefully we can give the best possible movement range for Edge this turn, if we can help it. Okay, can Rosalina... Rosalina can get over there. Okay. So far so good. Honestly, for here, though, who stays in the air longer? And which one would be better to do this with? Rosalina could definitely get pretty far, though. And we have Rabbid Peach to help out anyways. So we just need to... It looks like push Rabbid Peach like here-ish. And then jump on off. And use the bonuses here. Don't think it's going to be enough, though, to make the run for it, though. Unfortunately. But, maybe that's not a problem. Also, we might be able to push this guy out of a positioning here, too, actually. Or we might have a boot. No, we don't. We only have one item. I wish we had some items. But it might be better to move that squasher out of range of a safety zone. So we can blast him out later. But not too bad. We're in a weird spot, though. I will say that. But nothing we can't fix. It's definitely fixable. It's just that the current moment I'm not really liking the position too much. But it looks like maybe like right here-ish should be able to help out Edge. So let's definitely use that to our benefits. Then maybe, just maybe, we can do something helpful here with Edge. Okay. Not too bad. Can I hit the other guy? No, but I might still be able to. Okay, I can. That might work out. If we could do a little bit of damage to our little buddy over there before he can move, and actually get rid of him, that's even better. I actually quite enjoy that. And then I think it's probably best to try and just get out of range for now. And then just get as close as we possibly can, because the scopers aren't going to be able to chase us down anyways. They're too far away at this point. So, as long as we stay far back here, let them do what they're doing. The squashers are not a problem whatsoever. A little bit of damage, but I can deal with 3,000 damage. Because that's 3,200-ish, but still, it's healable. So it's not like it's a problem. Plus, what we can do is we can actually use Edge here, too, for the bonuses. So, let's just do a quick little dash through just to make sure we're fully capable of getting back to where we need to. And what I'm going to do is give a nice team heal to everybody. And then what we're also going to do is do a nice little healing jump as well, just to maximize our healing for this turn. And I don't think we can do much else other than that, though. But not too bad. And just like that, our reach area has been reached. Easy peasy. Gotta like levels like that, because reach area levels are definitely, I'm going to say, more my specialty, because I know how to use edge in a way to completely make those much easier than they seem to look sometimes. But not bad. Not bad at all. But I will say for stuff like Dark Mess Eyes, Edge, anybody with AoE, Bowser's also a good one. Bowser's insanely good if you use him on Dark Mess stuff. The thing is you really can't be using Rabbid, Luigi, Edge, and Bowser, because you need a little bit of healing to be able to not blast yourself into next week. We also have another area we can go to now. Where does this take us? It's worth a check, honestly. But yeah, where does this go? That's curious. Okay, so this is a secret area, or at least somewhere where we might go later, maybe. But it doesn't appear on the map like a motion area that goes somewhere else. So let's see, where are we exactly? Oh, we're on the other side of the first area. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so there was a way to get over here. We also got a nice little branch to grow over here to open up the path back over to that little flag over there. And it looks like we got ourselves another one of these secret puzzles that don't pop up on the map. Okay, so let's see. What kind of puzzle are we really dealing with here? Oh, wait a minute. I see it. But this is where we need to stand, though. So we need to flip this over, turn this off to swap the positioning of everything. Move this over. Okay, so far so good. We want to move that over so we can jump onto the ladder. Okay, this is already a very easy puzzle. This is all we need to do. Okay, push that down. Then we need to re-push it into position. Then we need to press our button again, just so we can remove our circle here into where it needs to be. And then climb on up. And then I think we just need to push everything into where it needs to be, or... The circle's over there, though. Okay. Let's see. Well, technically... No, wait. We can't push it any further over. We can grab it, though. So it's not like we can't do nothing with it. But we can place it down for right now, I think. Yeah, put it down. And then search for any secret areas anywhere. Okay, there is a secret bridge right there. So we do need to move it that way. Okay, cool. So now we know for sure. So we just need to move that over, turn that on, push this back into place, and then just climb on up and go put our little sphere right where it needs to be. Cool. The two of these in the same day is never bad, honestly, because usually these kind of puzzles can be a little bit harder to do than most other types of puzzles. So, if we can do these really quickly, that means we are getting better at puzzle solving. And that's always a good thing, especially in this game. So let's push that on over, and then move our... Well, first we need to move over first, just so it can come back towards us. And I press X sometimes, and sometimes it still runs into the wall on me. But open up our secret little thing, and we get ourselves Jingle Jungle. Not too bad. And we do have enough to spend on the other lore books real quick. So I think that's where we'll go real quick, just to go spend our monies real quick. So let's go back to the WM arc. And then I think it's definitely worthwhile to go grab those real quick, just so we don't have to do it later. Because the earlier we get it, the better, and then we can use our coins on other stuff, which is always good. So we'll buy all 3 of the golems, and then, honestly, other than that, it's all just weapon skins, for the most part, that we need from that. Because star potions, we really don't need, honestly. And I'm just going to hold on to the coins for now, because I don't want to waste them if we can, because we really don't have that much to work with. But we do need to go to our memories. So here we go. The Flaming Golem. One of three golem mutations here in the Melodic Gardens. These were created by Cursa, yet deemed unsatisfactory and cast aside. Afterwards, someone altered their DNA and brought them here for their own purposes. This subspecies unleashes a fiery seismic attack, affecting those around it. Worse when defeated, it enters a transitional state, where if not dashed, it is reborn. Weakness: splash-based attacks. Shocking Golem. Golems were created by Cursa, which deemed unfit for its army. Only later did someone alter their dark mist-infused DNA and bring them to the Melodic Gardens. Who has the ability to do this? I don't know. The subspecies unleashes an electroseismic attack, affecting all those around it. Upon defeating it, enters a transitional state, where if not dashed, it is reborn. It is susceptible to ooze-based attacks. And then the Tidal Golem. One of the three golem mutations found on the Melodic Gardens. They were rejected by their creator, Cursa, who found them lacking. They have since been repurposed with their DNA altered by person or persons unknown. This subspecies unleashes a seismic splash attack, affecting all those around it. When defeated, it enters a chrysalis-like state. If not dashed, it is reborn. It is weak to versus shock-based attacks. Okay, cool. So now we have those. How many do we have of those actually now? I'm actually quite curious. Because we already grabbed quite a lot of them. So we got 3 there. We got 2 there. So there's only 5 more memories to find. Compared to what we've done so far. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. But now that we got that finished, we want to jump back to where we were in the Melodic Garden. So back to the Dory Lake flag. And then all we need to do is jump back into our boats and follow the lake to where we need to go next. And hopefully find these little frog guys, because they look like, that's what they look like, the Melosphere things. Because I saw some sitting over near the lily pads in the earlier area. But the thing is those are a different color than the ones we're looking for. So they're not exactly the same. Also, just in case, because I always like having Edge as our character running around. It's easier to tell where we're standing, because Edge is a little bit taller when running. But let's definitely get on the boat and prepare ourselves for the next location in the Melodic Gardens. But so far, so good. We're doing really good when it comes to what we've done so far, and the quests we've done so far, too. We've gotten quite a lot of those medallions today, which is always good, or coins, or planet coins, or whatever you want to call them. I always like calling them medallions, because technically coins, medallions still work together for naming-wise, but this is the sweeping tree. Okay. And there's our Melosphere. They're like flying frogs. Huh. That's pretty cool. Or like pixie frogs or something like that. Well, that's technically a real frog type, but they have pixie wings is what I'm trying to say. Okay, cool. How big's this area, by the way? And we didn't need to teleport, apparently. There's a shop right here. Huh. Okay, and this is a very big area. There's also another opening near this Melosphere. Or maybe the Melosphere is in that area where the opening is, maybe. It seems that way, because that doesn't look like it's on anything. So it wants us to go through this area to get to wherever it is, maybe in this area. Okay, cool. And there is 2 Spark missions over here, so the rest of our Sparks are inside the Spark Hunts. Okay, so I got Coop in Kanya's HQ, or Coup, and then we also have Treasure Hunter, so this is Kanya's HQ over here, apparently. Okay, cool, good to know. Riddle the Melodic Gardens. Oh, that's probably our one buddy. It's been a while since we've seen him. Surviving the Outcasts. That's level 40, wow, okay. Golem Hunt. We also got Green Point Challenge, Dark Mess on the Beach, and then we also have our Melosphere over there. We got Toad's Cacophony, or Cacophony. We have something that looks like something's been drawn into the sand over there. That's worth a check. Other than that, Melodic Gateway. Oh, Gateway, that means Madame Brostrella is here as well. Marimba Madness, and then Red Coin Challenge. Well, we have a green and a red coin challenge. We definitely should go about grabbing those, because those are easy. But let's go towards the Friend in Need sign over here first. And go and get that situated first, I think. Since that would probably be the smartest idea here. I saw the whole thing. All 3 Melospheres were captured and locked in different cages in the flooded ruins. Okay, good to know. And we'll also grab our quick little sweeping the tree flag real quick, just so we can teleport back here. And let's see what Salesbot has over here, because he might change his inventory. Looks like that's a big no. Okay. At least we know. Other than that, oh, this is weird. But this is the sweeping tree that we were told about. But I think it was just letting us know that all the Melospheres are going to be near the sweeping tree more than we're going to be needing to do anything with the sweeping tree. But we do have our little spark here, and let's go say hi to him real quick. Hey, buddy, like your glasses. Kind of remind me of Egad. Heroes, wow, am I glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too, Mayhem. I found a treasure chest, but it's locked. The only clue about how to open it is attached, or it is an ancient pirate riddle. Rise beacons, ancients and weathered, rise and point the way to one another, and treasure. Okay. So we are heroes to expend effort. Extracting some treasure from its hidey hole would be vulgar and unethical. But if someone asks for our help to recover treasure, well, that's a bird of a different feather. Edge's face. Okay, it looks like we need to go on the boat and then find the pillars and then use our little ability. Okay, got it. Okay, seems easy. There are 5 pillars. Together, they should unlock the chest. I can raise them, but I can't turn them on. Okay, that should be easy.
BeepO, while the inner workings of the pillars are sophisticated, one of your BeepO powers may be able to activate them.
Once the chest is open, I'll have no reason to stick around. I'll put my special abilities to work, just for you. Okay, I'm kind of curious on what that spark does, so it might be worth our time. Don't forget to light up the beacons. It'll be worth the effort. I just know it. Treasure Hunter. Okay, so we just need to find all 5 beacons. It's simple enough. Doesn't seem to be any enemies inside the water, so it looks perfectly safe to go do. Okay, well, let's jump on in then and go find our beacons. I did see one hiding over here, so let's go grab that one real quick. But we just need to be just close enough, like that. Oh, is it going to make a star? It looks like it might, because there is 5 of them. So it's very possible that it could. Okay, cool. Well, let's definitely go and turn those on real quick. And then it looks like we're following this way. But it is cool that it's pushing us in the directions on where we need to find each and every one of them. But this one's very far back here. So let's definitely do a little bit of surfing on over here. And then it looks like the next one is somewhat actually in an area we haven't went yet, it looks like. Okay, so we need to turn back around. And then go towards the very back right over here. And there should be another beacon somewhere. As long as we keep an eye out for it. So far I don't see it. That doesn't mean that it's not back here. I see it now. Okay, cool. Let's go turn that on. Okay. Last one, it seems like it's probably further back, maybe, from what I can see. Other than that, curious where that is going. I think that's over where our riddle is. But, it looks like probably, from what we can see here, we went that way already. So I think the best thing to do is just follow the beacons and hopefully find where the last one is. Although I don't really see where the last one could possibly be from the lights. Okay, so we went that way. We haven't went directly this way, I guess. Oop, did not mean to turn around this way. Okay, it's probably best that I did a cut here. Because, well, this one's actually invisible. You have to use scanner to be able to actually see it. I didn't realize that there was going to be one that was invisible here, but there we go. And just like that, we got our spark hunt done. For the treasure hunter one.
BeepO, with the 5th and final beacon activated, the treasure chest should be unlocked.
Quick, let's hurry back before it's stolen by mutinous buccaneers. Just think of how disappointed our new Spark friend will be if that happened.
True, we definitely would see him being pretty sad if we don't get back to him in time before some buccaneers decided to show up, but open the treasure chest indeed. Okay, cool. That was a pretty simple Spark quest for the most part. Just didn't expect one of them to be invisible, is all, but for the most part, not hard. Okay. And then hurry up and open the chest. Open the chest indeed. And what's hiding inside it?
Yes, the chest is unlocked. Let's open it so we can roll around in gold doubloons and drape ourselves with pearls.
Oh, there's some dark mess coming out of it. But that's not a first. Let's be honest here. Usually with anything to do with Spark missions, there's definitely some kind of dark mist puddle around.
BeepO, this dark mist puddle is thrown the melodic gardens further out of balance. We must cleanse it immediately.
We definitely should. I swear I didn't know, honest. I thought it was probably a bunch of rusty fishing tackle.
No, this is my fault. I brought this on myself.
Okay, well, here we go, treasure hunter. Oh, it's definitely time to head on in there, though. But this time the spark isn't actually stuck in the puddle this time round. Hog, dark mess puddle, do you think it wants the treasure for itself? I don't think there is any treasure in there. But honestly, into treasure hunter we go, honestly. Since, honestly, I would like another spark, and some of the sparks seem really, really good. So, if we can get an upgrade, that would be nice, honestly. Because we have one that we know is like a major upgrade for our good old buddy Rabbid Mario. To defeat any new enemies. Nope, it seems like the golems and the Fieldbreakers are pretty much the new enemies. But there is quite a lot of different types of golems, to be fair.
Oh no, the battlefield is cursed. Must be a pirate thing. All direct attacks with weapons are prohibited. All technique, movement abilities, and spark powers all available.
Oh, wait, what? We can't use weapons. Now that's different. That's very much different. Okay. Well, if we can't attack... Ooh, that could be a problem. Okay. Well, I do have an idea here. We could swap in Bowser, or we could do this the easy way and swap in another ally that can help us in combats. So, probably gonna say better to just summon in good old buddy here, level him up to where he can attack for us, and then go from there, honestly, and just see what we can do. Because right now, yeah, we're not going to be doing any actual attacks here, so there's no point. So critical hits won't matter either, so I think we just summon in as much allies as we possibly can, and then go from there. So we'll just make sure our allies are nice and fed, because the sparks are going to be pretty much our entire damage here for getting rid of these guys, while also using our supports from our abilities, which is kind of crazy to think about, honestly. But honestly, I like it. For the most part. Also, my camera decided to turn off on me. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I thought the curse was over with that, but I'll be right back. Okay, now that it's back on, this time it wasn't like how it was with the previous videos. It just turned off for some reason. Like it got unplugged somehow. I don't know what happened there. But I was able to fix the original problem. But that was weird though, because what do you call it? It was around the same time it normally would start freaking out. Though the other reason was due to me having an encoder error for some reason with my recording software. But this one was the actual camera turned off, which is not a common thing, honestly. Unless the plug is somewhat out. But 16 enemies to defeat, and some of them are ghostly walkers. Okay. And we also got the healers as well as the spawners. But thankfully the spawners spawn in more enemies for us, but we don't know what kind of enemies they're always going to be spawning in. It's kind of, actually, wait, no, these are depleters. They aren't spawners. Okay. Well, if they're just going to be depleters, then we don't need to worry. But they do steal HP and they do a lot of damage, so we do need to be careful, for the most part. Okay. Well, I think we can definitely be fine with this. We might be able to go for a... No, the heal is not worth it. Okay. At least we tried. But yeah, it's definitely all about trying to do as much damage as we possibly can in a quick succession of time. Okay. Well, first things first is because we can't attack, let's summon in our allies to do some attacks for us. Because, they're fully ready to do some attacks, so let's just let them do some damage real quick, since we can't do anything, so why not just let them do it? That helps out greatly, since, then we at least have something going on for us. Although it's not enough to get rid of these enemies on their own, unfortunately. But it's something. I think it's best to just have all our allies over here for now, I think. Because Edge is going to be able to do a lot on their own, for the most part. So, we can kind of just let our friendly enemies do what they need to, and do the damage they need to do. Not sure if you should have done that, but that's fine. Did it poison me? Okay, good, it didn't. It's very good that it didn't. Okay, so what we should do here is it looks like just get as close as we possibly can to dealing some damage to you. We definitely want to be invisible since we're so far out from the others. Hopefully, we did get it recharged, but we should definitely vamp dash here. But if we vamp dash to the point where it knocks them out, we should... Oh, or we can actually just get rid of them. That always works too. I always like that, so let's just go for that instead. Get rid of you. Then get nice and close to our other little buddies here. And then figure out from there what we want to do. I'm going to say... Ooh, how should we do this? Because we could easily get over there and put somebody to sleep, but we don't need to do a sleep. I'm going to say, in this instance, we're just going to do a nice little bounce up, and then make sure this guy's out of the party completely. Because if we can take down one enemy on top of the one we just got, I don't think that's much of a problem. Although it's still standing, though, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, well, it looks like we could safely escape with her. So, Rabbid Peach, you're going to go back. And then I'm going to have you try and go as far back as possible to where you don't get attracted by anybody. Because somebody's going to be able to do it if we get too close to that ghostly walker. So, to be safe, just try and get as far away from as possible and just see what happens. But our Squashette is definitely going to take a little bit of a beating, I think. Looks like we are getting a little bit of damage into Rabbid Peach, but that's not a major problem. It's more of a who's going to survive and who isn't, honestly. You have a shield. Don't know how I feel about that. He is breaking the terrain, though, which can be pretty helpful. Okay, so far so good, though. We got a good, kind of thing going on here. We might get knocked out. Okay, thankfully we didn't. I wasn't sure if Rabbid Peach was close enough. Not my favorite positioning, but at least it's something. And down goes our Wild Claw, so at least we can get another one spawned in. And we also broke through his shield there too. Hopefully we continue attacking him. Okay, it looks like we are. That's good. Okay, cool. So how do we want to do this? Because right now it's all about hopefully figuring out our enemies right now. I'm going to say, for the most part, I like the idea of maybe putting asleep a bunch of enemies and then going from there. So let's definitely do that. That would be a good start, because then we don't have things constantly attacking us. And then what we can do, per se, is put you to sleep again, and then figure out from there. We can definitely go for a nice little heal, though. But hopefully we can get close enough to do a heal for Rabbid Rosalina as well. There we go. Perfect. Okay, Edge, it's kind of up to you, honestly, buddy. Dash into you. I feel better getting rid of the golems, honestly, in my honest opinion. So, that's probably what I'm going to go for. But, if I had a choice here, I definitely probably would change a little bit of it. I'm going to turn on Stormblade real quick, since we can use Stormblade to our benefit here. Might as well do a little bit extra damage. Not too bad, not too bad. What we can do right now is start prepping good old Rabbid Peach to do some damage as well. And hopefully get just in range to maybe dash into... Yep, we can still dash into everybody here, pretty much. Okay, cool. So, first things first is, dashing into you may not be a worthwhile experience, but it might be worth it, depending on how we do it. So let's dash into you once, keep the extra one, dash into you once to get rid of the initial part, then dash into you again to get rid of that part. Okay, so far we're doing good. And then Edge, we can do a decent amount of damage there. Or we can go for this guy. For the most part, I'd rather just make sure we get rid of you, I think. But it's not 100% we're going to get rid of him. But it's, at least it's something. Then from here, where do we want to go? It's kind of wherever we feel is safe. Don't really like the positioning, though. I will be honest about that. Just because there's not really much I can do in this positioning. But it's something. It definitely is something. I will have to say that. But I'm gonna say probably move like here-ish. To kind of like be in a zone where we can easily get to other things. And honestly, from here, how would we like to move? Honestly. I don't think helping out over there is going to be too helpful for me. But I do think moving closer to our little depleter guy right there might be worthwhile in the end. So we can start on him. So, sadly our one guy is kind of in our range here in a way that I don't want him to be. But we are safe though in this positioning. So we'll pass our turn and see what happens. Hopefully we can get our allies back here quickly. Actually, that might be a good idea what we just did. Kind of. Even if Rabbid Peach went down there, it did a little bit of damage to the ghostly walkers. Because it's going to be more damage than what would have happened normally. We are oozed though, so I don't really like that part. But for the most part, that's could be much worse. Also, I'm surprised you can hit me there. A little bit. Okay, down goes... Ooh, down goes him. Don't attack the bomb-bomb, please. Don't do it. Why? Why? What was your reasoning there, buddy? Okay, get rid of the golem for sure. Okay. Back up into a safety zone, because I do not like our positioning right there. Okay. Let's see here. Golem is definitely our worthwhile target, so let's just get the Vamp Dashes started. Then get ready for him. Because I do not want the Golem on top of me, if I can help it. So, I think that would be the smartest one to easily get rid of right now. Then use our extra movement to hopefully safely get somewhere that's far away from enemies that can do some real harm. I don't think we can get attacked here, can we? It looks like we can. So maybe what we should do... What happens if I go up here? Just curious. Doesn't look like much. Looks like they'll be able to hit me if I move there. I'm trying to find like a good safe zone, but right now there's not really much of those. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of iffy on a lot of spots here. Could move into the corner there. But honestly, looks like the best possible spot would be to just try and get out of range of a couple of these enemies, I'm gonna say. Just move like slightly back here for right now. And let the enemies kind of figure out what they want to do. Which isn't too bad. But I'm gonna hope our Scoper and our Oozer does something here in the near future. And it looks like our Oozer is down, yeah. And that's our higher damage enemy too. But our Ghostwalkers are coming closer. But that may not be a major problem. Okay, cool. Pleaders are staying still though. We got our Scoper getting rid of one of our enemies for us. That's always good. I do see a possibility of completely stopping somebody from attacking me here for a little bit. So we're just gonna back up and put him to sleep again. Okay, that's good. Let's see here. Best case scenario. Best case scenario. That is a very good question. There's not really... One of the Ghostly Walkers got knocked out to ooze already. Most of the enemies are hiding up here now. It's a bunch of Magicians. But other than that, I'm going to say safest option is maybe going through this pipe over here, maybe? And seeing what we could possibly do, because we can turn invisible here. So let's just get that set up and then figure out from there how this works. Because we need to get over to that other guy here in a second. There we go. Not too bad. If I jump off of here, I can get on top of the other guy. I like the idea of that. So we can slowly but surely get rid of our extra enemies as the turns go by. It won't be as much of a problem. But I'm going to stay back there, I think. Let the Bomb-Omb come. I don't mind about him. He can do whatever he wants. As long as he doesn't come over here and start blasting me like crazy. Pretty fine with what they do. But it looks like just the Magicians are attacking. Oh, there we go. Scoper got him. Cool. That works out. I'm going to say best case scenario here, though, is spawning in the Squashette first. And let her figure out what she wants to do. And then spawn in Wild Claw. Ooh, that's a really good spot, actually. Thank you, actually. Okay, cool. And then we're going to just get rid of you, buddy. Since you're a person that can heal, there's no reason to keep you up. So, sorry, but you're going down, bud. That works out perfectly, actually. And then we can easily start working on you over here while we watch the Magician over there. And then obviously immediately go for Vamp Dash so we can do enough damage to just get rid of you. Oh, and we got Refresher too. That's even better. But yeah, get rid of this guy so he can't do much. And it looks like right now, best case scenario is to... That's actually a very good question. What would be the best case scenario? Looks like Rabbid Rosalina can help out a little bit. Maybe. Hopefully we can get close enough. Can we meet up in the middle? Looks like I might be able to. So let's do that instead. I like that idea. Can I jump up to that area? area, though. So that's where I want to go. Okay, let's see. Where's my team jump saying? Does say I can get over there. Okay. Well, we should probably move a little closer to the wall there so I can go a little bit further than what we currently have. But that's not too bad, honestly. And we're still invisible, so we can move as close as we need, set up Stormblade in case this person decides to move. And then, honestly, just slowly but surely make our way back, I think. Just like so. There we go. That works out. Didn't move closer to me, unfortunately, but is going for Rabbid Rosalina as much as it can. Squashette is getting ready to do what I like to say is the out-of-bounds trick. And then our Wild Claw is, yeah, getting rid of that guy completely. No way around it. Then we got our Scoper going for the Depleter up there. That's always good. And then now it's all about just figuring out how we get to everybody in a way that this works out perfectly. I'm going to say, first things first is, let's just make sure everybody's asleep. No reason not to. That stops anybody from trying anything this turn. And then I think we should keep the Vamp. Yeah, we don't need to use Vamp yet. So, best case scenario, do that. And then, from here, it looks like we can send Rabbid Rosalina up for now. And then do a quick dash for free, just to do it. Because it puts them back to sleep anyways. And then we can jump back down for Edge later to be able to go back up there easily. But not too bad. And turn. And it is immediately our turn again. And we also get the out-of-balance boost. And this guy is, yeah, done for. There's no way he's surviving. Yeah, he's basically down. There we go. One dash, and down goes our next major mission there. Not bad. Cool. We got our new Spark, too. Mayhem. Wonder what Mayhem's gonna do for us, honestly. I am very much curious on what Mayhem's gonna be able to do. Because all the Sparks, for the most part, like, the new-looking Sparks have been pretty cool. For, like, the, just in general, the Vamp Rain and the idea of, increasing our damage, while also, like, kind of rallying and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. But let's see here. Well, we may have released a dark mist puddled into an area of melodic gardens that was otherwise out of harm's way. What is it, BeepO? Oh, coins. That always is good. But at least we got, this. Oh, what a letdown, these are everywhere. Well, at least it might help us in the long run. More coins are always good. What an adventure! Well, a promise is a promise. I hope you have room for one more in your crew. My friend, you're a pleasant reminder that it's not about glory and riches, but the friendships we made along the way. Permission to come aboard granted, matey. Okay, new friend and new Spark. Let's see. Kinda curious on what he ends up doing for us. But, what do you do? Because you're definitely a different type of Spark. Ooh. Confuse one random enemy within range. 35% chance to confuse to 2 additional targets. Increases all movability by 30%. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. So, instead of being invisible, it's a confusion-based ally. What happens if we were to... Oh, it can do 3. But does confusing them make them attack their own allies? Because if it does, that actually sounds very helpful. Huh. But 35 extra damage, always good. Since, it's basically what Ethereal and Vamp Dash do. Well, actually, Vamp Dash... Ooh, we also got something else, apparently. Actually, doesn't Vamp Dash... yeah, Vamp Dash does give me that. I was about to say, I kind of forgot if he had that special bonus, but we also got something else, too, as a memory. One of our last 5. Genie on music.
Why is it I can understand a poetry from an analytical, even an emotional standpoint, but so much about music is beyond my understanding? I thought perhaps the exercise of creation would yield more insight, and so I composed a melody. I shall have to ask Allegra what she thinks of it. Perhaps she could teach me to understand better the connection between music and its ability to affect emotions.
Maybe. But honestly, pretty fun episode today, honestly. Nothing major story-wise, but we did quite a lot of extra bonus stuff, honestly, for the most part. And honestly, I had a lot of fun doing it. I will definitely have to be honest there. But with that being said, this is probably where we're going to be ending off today's episode, since, let's be honest here, we have done more than enough for things we needed to do today. But honestly, in the next episode, we will be preparing for the Melosphere hunt, and hopefully preparing to find this friend in need. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.